Saskatchewan, land of living skies. Woo! Hello everybody, welcome back to my travel series. In today's video, I'll be taking you through the province of Saskatchewan. Now before leaving on my trip, I heard from a lot of people that Saskatchewan was the most boring province in Canada. There's just nothing to do. It's nothing but cornfields and wheat fields, and it's flat and there's nothing to do. And I kind of believe that. You know, when I crossed the border into Saskatchewan, I was like, okay, I'm not going to spend any time here. I'm just going to beeline it through the province, go right to Alberta. But then I began to think to myself, you know what? Saskatchewan awfully feels like New Brunswick, the province that I'm from, which is often referred to as the drive-through province. So people literally just drive through New Brunswick to get to Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island, and they just don't check out New Brunswick at all. But New Brunswick has a ton of like hidden gems and little places to check out. It's a really nice province. And I kind of got that same vibe from Saskatchewan. So I refuse to believe that Saskatchewan was the most boring place in Canada. I thought, you know what? There's got to be at least a couple of super cool places to check out. So I told myself I would spend a little more time in the province. And I'm glad I did, because as you'll see in this video, there is some really, really cool spots in the province of Saskatchewan. So stay tuned. Now my first objective after crossing into the province was getting to Regina, which I forget how long it was, but it was a good day's drive at least. Nope, sunroof's open, there, all right. So yeah, I just made it to Regina, and I stopped at Walmart to get some supplies, get some grub, get some shaving cream. Actually, I'm heading back out of Regina because I am going to a campground. I'm beat today. I don't know why. I'm just exhausted. I don't know why. Probably because I've been yeeting myself across Canada. And I haven't really taken a rest day yet. I've just been constantly like go, 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 go. I gotta remember, I got like 3 months, right? I don't need to like floor myself across Canada and to do everything in a week, right? Or in 2 weeks. Like if I spend 3-4 weeks in Canada, then whatever, right? I can still spend like 2 months in the States. Anyway, I'm just heading over to my campground, which is just outside of town. It's like literally 3 kilometers from outside of town. But yeah, I'm just gonna lay low for tonight, I think. I would totally go out for a beer though, sit at a bar and grab a nice beer. But that's the thing when you're camping like this, it's kind of hard to do because I mean you won't find many campgrounds near like downtown and stuff, right? So your options are kind of limited. But that's okay. I'll have a couple of no-name beers at the campsite, you know. Oh, but I think I'm just gonna lay low for tonight. Maybe explore Regina tomorrow. See what's up there. Spend the day there. I kind of want to go to Grasslands National Park. That looks like a really cool thing to do. But we'll see, I don't know. I'll play it by ear. Well, this is the spot for tonight. I got the solar panel out since it's a pretty clear line of sight for the sun. Figured I might as well take advantage of it. Charge the Jackery up. But yeah, right by the highway though. It might be a little noisy, but I don't think it'll be as bad as that night in Quebec. Holy crap, man. The car needs a wash. I think I'm gonna try to maybe find a car wash tomorrow or soon. It's definitely needed. After resting at the campsite for a little bit, I had enough energy to go check out Regina after all. I was actually pleasantly surprised. It was a really nice and clean city. The only gripe I had though, I think if I remember correctly, it was like a Friday or a Saturday night. It was a weekend night and it was dead. On that front, I was a little disappointed, but other than that, it's a really nice city. All right, driving in the middle of nowhere right now. I'm probably like 10 kilometers off the main highway, and I'm going to check out a grain elevator. I've seen a few on the way here, but apparently they're a dying thing. Like, they're being torn down left, right, and center. Apparently the province of Saskatchewan has like the most grain elevators, but they're losing like 10 to 20 per year, just because they fall into disrepair. And ooh, what the hell is that? Oh, it's a jackal or something. Yeah, so I figured, you know what, might as well go check one out. I see it right here off in the distance, and apparently this is one of the most like picturesque ones, and it was like not that far off the main highway, so I figured, you know, might as well. So yeah, we're gonna go check that out. Kind of exciting, because it's like a staple of the province, right? Well, here it is, guys. Stony Beach grain elevator, Saskatchewan. Up close and personal. Man, this is so cool. Just nothing around for miles and miles and miles. And then bam! Big grain silo. And it's actually like, on my drive up to here, I've seen some in a lot rougher shape than this. This one looks to be in actual decent condition. But it's really cool. I'm glad I made the detour to come check this out. There's my car way over there. I'm gonna get another angle from over here. Can't see too well from here, but I'll grab my DSLR, grab a few pictures. Alright, so I'm on my way to Grasslands National Park right now. About an hour and a half away, and since I've been in Saskatchewan, I've been debating whether or not I was going to go to this national park. You know, it's kind of out of the way, it's kind of a detour to get down there, but I find it so cool how, so from Winnipeg to Regina, it's much of the same landscape. It's just flat and farms, but as you pass Regina and start to make your way more towards Alberta, the farmlands and like the flat plains start to make their way into like the, not like badlands, but it's more like rolling hills. You know, everything is a little more drier, more desolate. You know, there's less green. There's a lot more like browns and yellows. Is the best way I can explain it. Like the landscape really changes. Like instead of just flat, there's actually like hills, and it's actually really amazing. Like I've never seen this type of landscape with my own eyes before, so so I've decided to go to the national park. So there's probably going to be no signal there, no nothing. It's out in the middle of nowhere. But you know what? I'm just going to disconnect for a little bit, go to this Grasslands National Park for a day before making my way out to Alberta tomorrow. Check what I found, guys. Woo! Another grain silo. Go check this one out. This one looks in pretty good condition too. Wow, this one's open. Let's go check out this grain elevator. I wonder if it's still used. It looks to be like still operational. I mean, I don't know, that thing kind of looks modern. I don't really want to go in, but man, so cool. Freaking wicked, man. That's the coolest thing I've seen today so far. Gotta go through a cattle gate. And there is the national park. Woo. I see the sign right up ahead. Grasslands National Park. So there'll be no more farmland. This will be like completely natural, perfect, like untouched nature. Still have signal. Oh my god, we got full bars. 1 bar. Half bars, whatever. Apparently there's no signal in the park, but I don't know, we'll see. Check this out. Wow. Who said Saskatchewan was boring? Check this out. Oh my god. Well, that was just brilliant. That was awesome, dude. That's like one of the most amazing landscape-esque things that I've ever seen. There's some stuff shuffling about back there. Look at them all. That's why the speed limit's 30 kilometers an hour. These little cute bastards are endangered too. Gotta watch out. Absolutely amazing. Well, I'm gonna make my way to the campground because there's only about an hour and a half left until they close. So yeah, I'm gonna make my way over there. So for me, Grasslands National Park was the coolest thing I've seen so far. The landscape was just so vastly different to what I was used to. It was like, oh my god, it was amazing. Now, most of the park is surrounded by a giant bison fence, and there's over 500 bison in the park. So in 2005, they imported a bunch in the park, and then they've just kind of been doing their own thing since. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to see any because they kind of wander around the park, and you just got to get lucky and you got to know like where they are. And sometimes they can be so far out that you have to hike for 20 kilometers to see some. But other than that, I had a great time in the park. The landscape was more than enough to make me happy. And the prairie dogs were kind of cool too. They weren't afraid of people too much. Alright lads, well, I've made it to the campground. This is absolutely magnificent. Look at that. Well, again, nothing fancy tonight, just some ramen noodles. Starting to get a little low on food, so when I head into Alberta tomorrow, I'll have to do a supply run. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm some happy I decided to come out here. This is absolutely brilliant. It's amazing. Like, I've never seen such a landscape with my own two eyes. So this to me is like, whoa! I can understand why some people are just like, oh, it's just fields. But man, it's so vast. There's no trees, there's nothing to like, you know, there's just nothing. That's what's amazing about it, is it's just nothing. It's so cool. Like, check this out. Like, look at that. You can probably see for like 50 kilometers. The next morning I packed up my stuff, hit the road for the Alberta border. In the end, I think I ended up staying like 4 days in Saskatchewan in total. So longer than I anticipated, honestly, when I drove into the province. And I really feel like I completed my mission to prove that the province is not as boring as people say. If you're willing to go a little bit off the beaten path, then the province sure has a few surprises up its sleeve. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel, and be sure to stay tuned for the next episode when I bring you through Alberta. Alright, here we are. I mean, we officially already crossed in, but the sign is a little bit past the border, but there we are. Welcome to Alberta! Wild Rose Country. Wahoo!